There's been a lot of news this week.
Has there?
Yeah, Video Games Awards been going on.
Has it?
Yeah, and so is PlayStation Experience is going on right now, too.
Is it?
Yeah. Where have you been?
I've been lost in space playing FTL.
Lost in this place?
Well, lost in space in general. In just the world of FTL. And its small little, was it 8-bit? You call it 8-bit?
Not really. I mean, you could call it 8-bit, but then you'd just be being weird, because 8-bit was actually a programming thing for 8-bit color.
Ah.
So when you say something is 8-bit, most people refer to a pixelated style of art, which should be called pixel art, not 8-bit, because it's not 8-bit color, it's 16-bit color, or 32-bit color.
I gotcha. Well, as I said before, I've been playing FTL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Having a lot of fun with it and everything.
So we did pre-record this time.
We did, because it's, like Anthony said, there's a lot of news going on this week. Ridiculous amount.
Yeah, but before we get into all that news, can you tell me a little bit about FTL?
Pretty much, yeah. It's basically a, I think they call it a roguelike style.
What's so rogue about it?
Well, my understanding, roguelike means that every time you play it, the game changes. Like the environment you go through, the world you go through, the events, all that stuff can change.
But can you play as a spot?
You can play in the stealth ship, if that counts.
No, not really.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, then I can't play your fantasy anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we could always pretend like these crew members are famous people.
We could.
You just been in the atmosphere on that guy.
I did. I'm trying to put the fires out for him.
You caused his health bar to go down.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, Chris with a Z.
Chris with the Z?
Chris with a Z. That's his name from now on.
Chris.
Chris. Chris with a Z.
Notch?
Notch?
I guess his name is Notch.
Yeah, we got Notch in here. We got whoever Chris Z is.
So wait a minute now. You didn't name these people, did you?
I didn't know.
So Notch is built into the game.
He just built into it.
Nice
Nice shout out. More fire again, of course. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing FTL. Really enjoy it. It got updated I say not too long ago. It's been maybe a year at this point, so maybe long ago.
No, it got updated maybe 6 months ago, I want to say.
Okay.
Because yeah, Rev 3 Games is still going on around there, and then Tara Long gushed about her iPad loving of FTL, because that's when they updated it. They came out with an iPad version. It had some more content in it, and for the PC version, they just went ahead and updated it.
I gotcha.
We're not playing the updated content for this playthrough at the moment, but it is there.
Yeah, it's there. I purchased the game, so I have it already in the game itself. I was looking at new ships if you can get that kind of thing, but I just wanted to play the old school because I really enjoyed it. I spent a lot of time in it, and I could see where it being on iPad would take the pooping game world by storm.
Indeed,
it has.
That's my main reason for getting an iPad, for wanting to get an iPad, is to just hold that and have it for Hearthstone, XCOM, and FTL.
Yes, exactly.
Play the crap out of it.
Just those games in particular. Just those.
I mean, think how much space stuff I could do while I was pooping.
Exactly. You could explore the universe while you're on the toilet.
Literally explore the universe.
Literally. While on the toilet.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Technology these days, everybody.
Yeah. This game probably couldn't even run on a NES back in the day.
You know what? I don't know. It doesn't look very high tech, but you're probably right.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see someone take a dev kit and actually do like a demake of FTL for the NES.
That'd be cool.
That would be nice.
I'd love to see a more like, I don't know if it would work with the same game mechanics, but I'd love to see a more like 3D-ish version.
Yeah, I would like to see them actually remake the ships in full 3D, remake the scenes in 3D, and then pretty much keep the same UI, maybe vector it out, and clean up the text and stuff like that. Because I like the pixelated style, but I think it'd also be cool if it were like in a more realistic style, but you still keep the same top-down view and the cutaway of the ship, and all your crewmates working on and stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
I think that could be very interesting.
It would be. I think it'd be a nice touch. Something cool to say, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like this game myself, actually, too. I play it quite a bit. I pretty much always keep it on my laptop. That way, if I'm like laying in bed, I can sit there and play it at night. Just because it's pretty fun to play.
Yeah, and it's a quick game to get into and everything, so definitely get the game.
Of course, yes.
Exactly.
The game.
The game.
Well, with that being said,
let's go into what you mentioned at the beginning. The Game Awards happened.
Oh, the Game Awards.
So,
the awards now privately funded by Jeff Keighley.
That's right. You mentioned that before.
But yeah, he paid for it all pretty much out of his own pocket. I'm sure there was some sponsors and things that came in and were like, hey, yeah, we'll give you a little bit of this money so we can put our things out here. And there were ads on the stream and stuff too. So.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, the stream went pretty popular. There was about 150,000 people on their Twitch stream.
I remember a bunch of people I watched on Twitch were hosting it and everything too. So yeah, it was pretty big.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of the trailers and things were actually kind of lackluster, but they did announce some cool stuff. So I think it's pretty good overall. Let's go ahead and talk about a couple of the games announced, like Human Element.
What is that game exactly? That's that weird, almost like post-apocalyptic survival / zombie apocalypse thing.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what it is because they pretty much just showed a CG trailer, but it looks like a fast-paced kind of like team combat type game. But it's like based in the zombie apocalypse, and then they showed like on the CG trailer him killing one guy, fighting this other guy, and then the other guy came back alive while he was fighting the other guy.
It looked like a vampire or something weird.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't know. I mean, zombies these days. If I see a new zombie game come out, it's kind of just like, I don't know.
We've kind of seen a lot of it before. I don't really know what game developers can do to really, innovate on that front anymore.
Well, I mean, they did the clickers in The Last of Us, which was pretty interesting, but I feel like we just need to lay off zombies for a little bit.
Well, was it interesting though, really? Because it was just basically the same concept as, okay, this zombie, quote unquote, can't see you, but it can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that interesting, but at least they didn't just flat out do zombie.
Yeah.
But even so, I think all types of zombies should just be laid off for a while, unless you're like Skyrim and it's just ghouls walking around. That's all right. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree. It has been done a lot.
But a game that is just solely based around zombies is like, at this point, it's just, I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's been done before already.
But that was kind of weird. Yeah, they had more stuff out there too. They did show a No Man's Sky trailer.
Yes, I'm so excited. I watched that. I'm so excited for that game.
What do you do in that game?
Here's the big mystery. No one knows. Nobody freaking knows what's going on in that game yet.
I know there's a big, giant generated universe that they've made.
Yep, that you can go from planet to planet, actually go on the planet and back into space and everything.
Yeah, and they talked about co-op and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's like, how are you ever going to find anybody with it?
Exactly.
And even in one interview, the developer just said, good luck finding your friend.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck finding them. And it looks cool because you can do of course military stuff and combat and everything, but you can also it looks like you can do trading routes in the newest trailer they showed. I saw where you can go to planets and discover new planets, discover new life, plant life, animal life, that kind of stuff. So it's all really cool, but what's the what are we trying to do exactly?
Yeah, what is the goal of the game, or if there's no goal, what is there to do in the game? Because I haven't really seen much in the way of actual gameplay other than just flying around.
Right, exactly. And the big thing too is this is good and all. This is awesome looking how open world it is and everything. But if there's really no narrative to it or no goal, people will lose interest fast.
Yeah, I mean, even how would you do a narrative in that though? How would you have a full story inside of that?
Yeah, I don't know. I do know that the only hint we've ever got is from the developer saying that obelisk looking thing on the logo and the ones you see in space do have something to do with the story. That's all we've got.
I guess I could see them doing that, having these obelisk things all around the universe that are causing some sort of issue.
Yeah.
And you can stop them by completing a certain number of quests and destroying them, maybe fighting them in space. I don't know.
That'd be very MMO-like, though. I don't know.
But what are those other ships we've seen? Are those just player ships, or are they actual just NPCs flying around too?
Supposedly those can be player ships, and they can also be NPCs. Supposedly there's a bunch of factions actually living in the world too. Some are at war with each other. You might warp into an area and be in the middle of a battle between two of them.
Yeah, that's true.
all kinds of different things. I just don't know. I agree with everyone. We just have no idea.
Just have to see how it turns out. It looks good, definitely. But I don't know for sure of what all might be going on. Now, one thing I'm really excited I saw at the Game Awards that I'm really excited about, that I just want to play.
Is it Spore 2? Spore 2, isn't it? Yeah,
No.
it's Spore 2. Okay, what is it?
It's Metal Gear Online.
Yes. I don't know anything about Metal Gear, but that did look really, really cool.
Yeah, I watched the trailer with Austin here before we got started, And that does look fun, and it looks like more of what Metal Gear Solid 4 Online was. And I liked Metal Gear Solid 4 Online. I know a lot of people kind of completely ignored it, but playing through that, earning the points, getting new outfits and things, and being able to just run around that really fun tactical environment online with other people was incredibly satisfying.
Oh yeah.
Even, especially, and I told you this story a number of times, Austin, here, but whenever I'd play a multiplayer match, pop into a cardboard box, and a guy would just run right past me, not paying any attention to me, and I would just pop out of my box and then do a CQC move on him. That was incredibly just be like, yay, I just kicked that guy's ass, and he had no idea I was there.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of things like that, and they would randomly place boxes around the environments and stuff on the old Metal Gear Solid 4 Online. And if you noticed in the trailer, though, when he gets in the Metal Gear, there is a guy hiding in a box who tries to run away.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
It's pretty good. It's like, if that guy had just stood still, though, maybe he would have been alright.
He probably would have been okay. Shouldn't have ran.
But he panicked. But yeah, the little Walker Metal Gear thing that they had there looked really cool. Just the optic camo was cool too. They got that in the multiplayer now, so people can I wonder if that's like a time thing, like if you can only use it for a certain amount of time or what. But it did definitely look interesting, and the different way you cooperate with your team. They also had the little plushy dog too.
I saw.
Get you distracted.
Everyone's putting down mines, and all of a sudden it's like plush dog. Oh, so adorable.
So adorable. And then at the end they got Snake grabbing Ocelot by the neck and got him in a chokehold, and he's taking a selfie with him.
Yes, exactly.
And he's like, Ocelot's got this angry face on him. His face.
Snake's just loving it.
Yep, he's having a good time. Having a good time. Did you know that in Peace Walker, the PSP one, they actually have a scene on this beach where you can, it's like an Easter egg in the game, I think, where basically, what's his name? Your trainer dude, guy that's with you.
Yeah.
Will be there, and you can go up to him, and he talks to him for a second, and then one of them gets in a box, and then the other one climbs in the box with him, and then it starts rolling around and putting little heart signs over it.
What the hell?
So there's a possibility that Big Boss and his buddy are gay.
Just maybe.
Also in that scene, they're wearing Speedos.
Ooh. Now I gotta look it up and see.
Yeah, Speedos.
Speedos, good stuff.
But yeah, I can't wait for that game. The kind of weird, Assassin's Creed type player jump in, jump out type stuff's in there for your main base for the single player campaign.
Oh yeah.
That sounds awesome. Of course, the single player campaign does actually have a full story that you can go through, and it's based in all of Afghanistan. So you have this big, massive open area you can explore and do things with. And you actually capture soldiers and make them work for you.
I remember the whole you put the little giant parachute thing on them. Wherever it is.
Fulton recovery system.
There you go.
It's where you hook a little weather balloon to them. Basically, they fly up in the air, and then you hook onto them with an AC-130 and
fly off. Take them with you.
Yep.
Did they ever explain why they fight for you afterwards? After getting taken, I guess.
I'm thinking that either they just respect you enough because you're, legendary Big Boss, that they'll just okay to work for you after, rather than dying, or Psycho Mantis is brainwashing them.
It could be.
Because if you have a Psycho Mantis type character there, he could just easily just take over their mind and be like, "Hey,
you're fighting for us now, bitch.
You're working for us." maybe even completely racist.
What are games in the Game Awards?
Showed some The Order 1886 trailer.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever play that game because it's PS4 only. Sorry.
I think it's PS4 exclusive, but I think that's only going to be about 6 months to a year, and then they're going to put it on PC.
Okay. Play it there.
I'm not 100% certain on that though.
Because the game looks really good. I remember the whole debacle about people saying, "Oh, it's only going to be in 30 FPS," and the whole thing they're like, "Oh, it looks more cinematic in 30 FPS," which is a liar. But it looks really good though.
Yeah.
Even the game, the cutscenes going into gameplay, there's no drop in quality. It's just right there.
Yeah, it looks real nice. Just everything seems to play real nice. The way the tactics are, the cool guns that they have, the different things that go on. The story itself seems rather interesting. So, we'll just have to see how it turns out.
Yep.
And plus, in the previous trailer, they showed there's some crazy werewolf things. And on this one, they showed you that you take over an airship. Which sounds pretty cool.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I saw that. And it was just an awesome, Tally ho, what? And jumping over.
Wait, what? Tally ho, what?
That's an old joke. I'm sorry. I remember that joke a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah. So you.
I'm losing my mind. Don't worry about me.
All right. Anyways, we
Look, I'm excited for the game. Okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you'll actually have to buy that PS4 now instead of the Xbox One.
I'm not gonna buy a console anymore. I don't think they're all just so expensive. There's nothing worth it at the moment.
Like, I look at it and I'm like, okay, I don't really want to play the Xbox One. PS4 looks alright. But I got my PC and I got my laptop and I'm just going to sit there and keep playing games on that because I don't really care that much. It's like, oh, well, I miss those games, but eh.
Right, and like, there are games that I miss playing on 360 and I miss playing on Xbox Live with a bunch of friends of mine, but at the same time, it's like, I just don't want to... It's not worth it right now. It's just not worth it, it feels like.
But you know what will be on PC too? That's really, really awesome?
What's that?
Bloodborne.
That's right, yes. I've been looking at that game.
They showed off the multiplayer trailer, which is basically co-op, and it looked great. It's basically Dark Souls, but it looks a little bit more actiony and a little bit easier to control, and probably has a better story overall, just because of the general setting. Because I think you're kind of like a monster hunter, demon hunter type thing.
Something, yeah.
But yeah, they run around in the trailer and they kill a few things, kill a few different monsters. The guy actually pulls out this like little watering can thing and presses down the back of it. It like squirts out fire. So
yeah, it's like
it's flamethrower.
Little handheld flamethrower that just is destruction everywhere.
Yeah, burns enemies' lives and they scream and get all charred and whatnot.
Yeah. Now the thing is it? I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that game though, because I didn't really care for Dark Souls.
But you've also never played Dark Souls.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so
it just hasn't really enticed me. I don't know.
To get the appeal, you have to play it because it's probably after you get past the first boss in Dark Souls, you're like, oh, that's what they're doing. I see what's going on here, and then you just keep playing it.
I gotcha.
It's fun, and for me, I haven't beaten the game. I just play it every now and again, just because it's a fun game to play. It's got hard bosses and cool stuff to do.
Yeah, I might play it one day.
But Bloodborne's got guns and flamethrowers and all kinds of manners of speakers and stuff.
So if it's easy to control, I may enjoy it.
The co-op looked pretty cool though. With they had 3 people running around. Of course, when they fought this main boss dude, he was like this normal hunter dude, just like y'all, and then he transformed like this big, crazy wolf monster thingy, and then the 3 players proceeded to attack him like he was a boss, and
there was blood everywhere.
Blood.
There was just non-stop blood.
It looked good though.
It did look pretty good.
It had a lot of potential.
It looks like a visually upgraded version of Dark Souls.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think I understand the reason for them to go with Bloodborne for the title, because it is the original creator it's the guy who worked on Dark Souls 1 for the PC, I believe. And it, like, I understand going away from the Dark Souls thing, so you can create a new story and new characters, new
world.
mythos and world. That way you can also incorporate guns, and it fits, just works.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think it looks good. I'm excited to play it. I can't wait till it comes out.
I'll give it a try.
So that's going to be on PC. It's going to be on PS4 and PC first, I think. Yeah, it looks nice. I like it. You know what else they showed off, though?
The Witcher?
Well, yeah, they did show off that.
Okay.
But we can go with that. All right. Well, with Witcher, you can play multiple characters.
I saw that announcement. And then the video they had for it didn't really show that off. They just kind of like...
No, not really.
But
it was kind of like 2 different... It showed 2 characters and they were back to back and whatnot, but it was just kind of like...
Yeah, I'm really interested in The Witcher 3. I tried playing 1. It was just too old for my tastes. I played 2 a bit. It was okay. I didn't have the time to really get into an RPG at the time, and the way the mechanics worked in the game, I wasn't like overly excited for. So I was just like, I'll just kind of go online and read up the story. So I did. Yeah. So now I'm looking forward to actually playing 3 maybe to see how it is, because I know the story of 1 and 2. So I'm interested in 3. We'll just see how it goes.
I've never played Witcher 1 or 2. I've heard it's really good. It looks good to me. I know you complained about the combat system, but I don't think that would bother me too much because I kind of like the way that is. It reminds me of very like Knights of the Old Republic style combat.
Well, see, here's the thing. That's what I thought at first, like, especially on Witcher 1, it was like that. In 2, though, it's like it's a cross between the old Knights of the Old Republic combat system and a more action-driven one like Assassin's Creed.
Huh.
So I thought, okay, this is kind of cool. It's like it's almost like turn-based, except you have more control of when you attack and that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't really call it turn-based then. So I'd say the best comparison I can give it is Assassin's Creed. But the reason I have so much problem with it is take Assassin's Creed combat system, but don't give your character the ability to counter. You cannot counter attacks against you. You can only block what's in front of you. Now, that wouldn't be a problem if the enemy is attacked in a turn system. You can kind of plan your turns out and try to position yourself to be able to take the hits and everything.
Yeah.
You can't do that. The combat's in real time. The enemies will actively try to surround you and attack at the same time.
I mean, it could be pretty good if it was just still like the RPG type of thing where you could level up enough to where it wouldn't really matter.
Well, once you level up, I think 2 times, you will unlock you can pick the perk that allows you to counter from all around you, and then you can actually start to counter and parry and that kind of stuff. Okay. So then it becomes like Assassin's Creed. My thing was that whole first experience of the game, the whole first opening mission and everything, where you didn't have that ability, it just kind of ruined it for me. I'm like, this is not very fun to sit here and struggle with this combat system when this is just the tutorial level.
Yeah, I got you.
And I think I get why they were doing it. I think they kind of wanted you to... They wanted to be difficult to where you couldn't quite survive, or you could barely make it just by playing normally.
Yeah.
So they wanted you to get into the whole potion system that makes the Witchers basically.
Yeah.
They can make potions that make them stronger in combat. I think they wanted you to get into that. And my response to that is, well, if that's the case, they should have kind of had a longer tutorial explaining that to you, because it was just like, oh, by the way, potions, here you go, enjoy.
Yeah, I got you.
That was it, basically. So that's why I didn't like it.
I understand. Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see how The Witcher 3 turns out.
Yep.
Hopefully it's real good. Just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm keeping it on it for sure.
Now, also, they showed off The Legend of Zelda.
I didn't know they were making a new one of those.
Yeah, they showed it off. It looks like a big open world Zelda game, kind of a mashup of the style of the Wind Waker and the newer ones, which actually looks pretty good. I could see where there was a few things that looked a little bit overblown and whatnot because of the colors, but I think that's probably more so just because it's they're still making it. Yeah,
it looked a little bit like almost like a Wind Waker type cross.
That's what I'm saying. Wind Waker plus the newer style of games.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more realistic, but it's also still kind of more so in the vein of with the Wind Waker.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely pretty interesting looking. It's, like I said, it is really large and open world. I like their use of the actual gamepad because it's your big map, and you can set waypoints and things like that. The map is huge.
Yeah.
You got that little parachute thing. But one of the cool things about it was the horse riding. When you're riding a horse in that game, your horse will actually naturally dodge trees and obstacles and things. Because if you think about it, in real life, if you're riding a horse, that horse isn't just going to run into a tree.
Right.
For
It's almost just slam its head in the tree, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. There's a tree. Bam. Like,
yep.
No. But that doesn't
work that way
in other games, and so it can cause quite a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're sitting there like you're running through the woods and it's so cool and nice, and there's cool trees around and stuff,
Look at
and
the
then all of a
pretty
sudden,
leaves.
bam,
Yeah.
right into a tree. Doesn't hurt you or anything, but your horse just stops, and you're like, "Well, that sucks."
Yeah. You had a nice little stride there. Nope, not anymore.
And then, real quick at the end of the trailer, they're like, "Hey, how's your Star Fox game going?" Oh yeah, yeah, that's going fine. Don't worry.
I saw that. Oh no, it's gonna be released before this game. Don't you worry. And I was like, and what was the other game they announced too? They were like, there's also gonna be something else releasing before it. Too.
Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, they're doing a redo of that.
Yeah, but we've already known about that. That's been out for a bit now.
I didn't, because I've been lost in space playing this game.
Oh, good job. Yeah, they're gonna release Majora's Mask, and they're gonna release Star Fox game. I hope that's good. They've been doing good so far with most of their games. And then, of course, the new Legend of Zelda game.
Has there been a new Nintendo IP? In a while.
Not a new one.
You think they should focus on that one day? You think? I mean, I don't know. I think they should at one point.
I think they should focus on gaining third parties to bring new IPs. As far as them creating new IPs, I don't know. I think that like if they were to like work with Konami, I even said this on Twitter yesterday. If they work with Konami and take that same kind of style view of Super Mario 3D World, but put you in the Castlevania universe, but give you a big giant castle like the original Castlevania games to roam around in, collect stuff, go back and fight bosses. Where you basically have this open-ended area where you can run around and do things. I think that'd be really cool, and I bet a bunch of people would play it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But that's a third-party game they could focus on. And you know, think about Metroid too. Metroid's awesome, and if they were to do the same thing, it would probably still be really, really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know, I mean, there's all kinds of things they could do. I mean, they just need to. I think they need to have more people design cool games for their hardware, because that Wii U controller is not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
nice.
feel really good in your hand, from what I've heard, but
it feels good to me. Whenever I used it, it was great. It was nice.
I'll have to try. I've only held it a couple times. I'll have to try it again and see.
We were playing Super Mario Kart 8 on there, and the triggers and everything felt fine. The bumpers felt fine. The actual analog sticks felt fine. And honestly, even as wide as the controller was, it didn't bother me at all to actually sit there and hold it and use it.
Yeah, I don't think the one would be a problem for me, but it's just the way the buttons are laid out, I think, could be an issue.
It's not that bad.
I'll have to try it sometime. See.
You know, you got your kind of default Xbox 360 controller set up, where you have one stick up top, your left stick is up top, your right stick is down bottom, then you have the D-pad below the left stick, and you got your normal 4 buttons that you use plus triggers and bumpers. It's fine.
I got you.
Works good. I like it. But anyways, I think Builds is going to be pretty cool overall.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good. Are they going to do a remake of Ocarina of Time?
Hopefully.
It'd be awesome.
But you know what else is going to happen?
What else?
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm sitting down. Let's do it.
Actually, I'm just kidding. It's Drift.
Oh. Next.
No, it does look pretty good. It's running on the Unreal Engine 4, and you're kind of
which
like...
one was it? That was that survival one, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're kind of in.
Yeah,
you're in
it
space,
did look actually really cool.
Surviving. Okay, gravity survival game.
Basically, when you first told me, like yesterday or whatever it was, about Drift, when we said the word Drift, I'm thinking a racing game.
Adrift.
Oh, I thought it said Drift originally.
No, it's Adrift.
Oh, what are we about Drift for then?
Like adrift in space.
I got you now. Okay, I could have swore you said Drift earlier.
No, it's even on the topic list. I wrote it as Adrift.
Okay. Again, I'm losing my mind. I've been space, oxygen deprivation. Don't worry about it. Anyway, space. Okay, Adrift.
I can see that you're not very good at managing your oxygen in FTL.
No, exactly. Just listen. Whatever. Just throw it around. We can breathe things.
You can breathe things.
You can breathe air. As long as there's air in there, it's fine.
Don't worry, guys. Just breathe those computer cables. It'll work fine for you.
Stick it in your mouth.
Ah, jeez.
All right. So, Adrift. When you showed me the video, I actually fell in love with it immediately.
It looks good. It looks
very
really good. I don't know what it's going to be about that much, but it looks like you are just basically trying to survive after this space station has ripped apart.
Basically, yeah. That scene when you open the door and it's like you're just in space. Everything's just destroyed. It's like, holy crap.
You come out and the oxygen starts to drain and your view turns all fuzzy.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, she's just like reaching for this thing,
yeah,
trying to grab out for it. But who knows if she ever gets it?
Who knows?
May just die.
We'll know when the game releases.
Yeah, oh yeah.
When are these games going to be released, actually? They say?
Most of them in 2015.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
That's one of the... I think that's why they actually had to do the PlayStation Experience thing, was because it was like, hey, we have way too many games coming out. We needed... Let's just show them all off here.
Yeah, here, guys. Take a look at them.
But from what I understand, the PlayStation Experience thing was actually just pretty much just a big party with a bunch of game developers there. So they like set up a few booths and show off the games, but it's just pretty much other than that, it's just party.
Yep, party.
But you know what? That might also be a response, because before, PlayStation would have like a rave every year. I don't know why, but they'd have like a rave, and people would go to it, and it's just nothing but a big party, not even really about anything. And then people enjoyed it though, so maybe that's kind of what the PlayStation Experience is kind of trying to remedy. They want to show off games at it this time, but they still want to have a big giant party.
Right, exactly. That could be the case.
But who knows? I mean, hey, who cares about video game journalists going and getting smashed while playing video games?
Getting a little wasted.
Sounds like fun. Sony, give us free tickets.
we want to go and talk about your games.
Yeah, I'll talk about the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Give me a free one so we can actually do recording on it.
So I can actually look at your games for you and get a more professional opinion about them.
Oh man, I want to get that. I want to get the anniversary edition PlayStation. Did you see that?
I don't know. What's that one?
It's okay. It's matte gray, so it's just like the old PlayStation as far as the color goes.
Mm-hmm.
But the everything on it, all the branding on it, has the old PlayStation logo. And it's just really cool the way it looks. It looks really, really nice. It's kind of like when that white PlayStation 4 came out, or PlayStation 3 came out. Everybody was like, oh, man, that looks great. Well, they're doing it again, except PlayStation 4, and it's the PS1 edition. It's actually gray instead of white, to match up with the old PlayStation. But it's pretty cool looking, and I want one real bad.
It does. Yeah. My sister. That's right. She mentioned. That's what I was saying. She mentioned about that. She mentioned she wanted it and everything.
But there's only like 12,800 of them made.
How many made?
12,800.
So did it?
Yeah, they made it's limited to run.
I guess that's fine.
Giant Bomb got one. They opened it up and unpackaged it, and then they came in on the video. Hey, our video was fucked up throughout the whole record on that first part, so now we're just gonna sit here and talk about it. We've already unboxed it.
Look, here's the PlayStation. Take a look at it.
Yeah.
Ooh, ah.
Yep.
It's shiny.
So it was 11 minutes of them kind of being like, what can we say about this thing?
Yeah.
But yeah, they showed the old footage.
They could just put it back in the box, pretend like, oh look, it already comes ready to go.
All the plastic was already off, everything.
Put tape back on. Put tape back on there.
It's funny. I know a lot of people don't like to remove the plastic from the devices when they come in. And there's a mixed opinion in the Giant Bomb office, but they were sitting there yanking different pieces of plastic off, and they're just going, ooh,
how pretty
plastic.
It looks.
But yeah, I'd love to see that. But back to the Game Awards. Nintendo said that they're probably going to try to make Mario Maker a series.
Can you make a series out of that? Really? I mean, isn't it just like you just make Mario levels for them?
I mean, they could just rerun through the series of Mario, just making it to where you could create each thing as they create new Mario games. Oh man, Mario Maker Galaxy.
Oh god. Oh man, create your own planet.
Yeah, create your own planet with all kinds of weird things on it, platforms and whatnot, and yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not super big news, but you know, I mean, it's nice.
Exactly, yeah.
Could be good. Could be good. Could be terrible. Who knows?
We'll hope for it. Again, it's Mario. Mario's usually pretty fun.
Mario.
But we'll just have to see how.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyways,
I had mixed feelings to the Mario Maker when it first was announced, and now his whole making it a series thing. I don't know about it.
Indeed, it's a risky endeavor. But also, Tacoma.
That's people who made. Oh, that was the one that made they made Gone Home.
Yep, there you go, bingo. Fulbright Games. They made Gone Home, and now they're making this thing, which looks similar to Gone Home, but it looks there may be more things to do in it. Like you're still going around and exploring the environment. It looks like something's happened to this lunar transfer station, which I guess is just a moon base basically. And you're walking around and exploring things. The trailer didn't show off much, but it looks interesting. I'm interested in playing that and seeing how it goes, and I like sci-fi stuff, so...
I wonder if sci-fi is like a new flavor this year, it seems like.
It seems like people are getting more and more into that. It's been building up for a while now, and people are just going through and actually, like, starting to embrace the idea of space, push it harder, and even NASA's been getting a lot of popularity with the things we've been doing.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting, because Orion test flight just launched Thursday?
That's right, yeah. Went into space, and it actually... that's the one we're going to use to get to Mars, right?
Indeed. And I actually figured out, I thought at first it was crazy, because I was looking at the Orion capsule, and I was like, that's way small. How are people going to spend 6 months in that? And then I saw their little roadmap thing. They're actually going to launch the Orion up, and then launch like a crew habitation module up with it that docks with it, and then fly to Mars. And I was like, okay, wait a minute there. Because I was about to say, that capsule was pretty big, but really small
for
to spend
6 months.
6 months.
It's like, yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
Like, where's the bathroom? Oh, you just gotta take a crap.
Oh, it's right next to this guy's face.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh.
Yeah, man. I want to go to space one. I'd love to go to space one day.
One day.
I don't think it'll ever happen in our lifetime, to be honest, though.
I think it will. I think basic civilian sector space flight will happen within our lifetime, because there's a high demand for just going into space cheaply right now. Like Virgin Mobile and places like that are creating flights that people can take that will take them into space, even if it's just to orbit around Earth once and then come back down.
Yeah.
Right now, it's about $100,000 to do that.
Yeah.
But if they could get cheap down to where it's like, okay, hey, you buy...
You want to buy a ticket to orbit the Earth once? Sure.
Yeah, you like keep it at an airline price, $300.
Yeah.
So $300. We send you get on a flight with 300 other people, and they send you up into space.
Yeah.
Like that would be Well, I would do that.
I'd do it too.
That'd
be awesome.
Space.
Yeah, space.
And you know, I mean, that's only going to push us further into the idea of, you know, actually exploring space and colonizing space.
Yeah, people are more interested in actually going and doing things.
And we're making more and more advancements in technology every day. And I know quantum tunneling is only being used for radio transmission right now, but it seems highly possible that we'd be able to do actual, like, matter through quantum tunneling to the point of where we could have, like, jump drives.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be all that science stuff. I enjoy reading all of it and stuff like that. But yeah.
Except now it's actually not going to be science fiction.
It's gonna be real life. It's gonna be real science.
It's gonna be like we're in an '80s movie.
It's like, actually, you know what? It is rocket science.
What if space travel, like space exploration and wasteland apocalypse happens at the same time? So we have like Mad Max plus like Blade Runner.
You mean like the movie? What was that movie where they had that giant space station up in orbit around Earth, where all like the rich people lived, and Earth was just a
Elysium.
Like Elysium. Then
I thought that movie was pretty good. A lot of people didn't like it.
I enjoyed it a lot, actually. It was good.
I mean, I thought it was kind of generic overall, but the things that happened in the movie and the story was not bad at all. To be that point,
yeah.
The actual events that happened in the movie weren't all that great. Although when that one dude's arm got blown off was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's just like, blech. But that guy's good at creating weapons. Which, interesting enough, he has a new movie coming out called Chappie. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
See what happens with it. Anyways, back to video games.
More video game news.
Let's get on to the good old wank that is the PlayStation experience.
Well, before we go on real quick here, I have a question for you.
What?
How was the Game Awards, in honesty? Was it done well? Because I know it's probably funded now, and like people are worried it's going to be a piece of crap like the old ones were.
Well, it seems like they pushed a lot more independent agenda with it because it is independent now.
Yeah.
In and of itself. But they still had a lot of good old corporate wank there. That I didn't really enjoy too much. But in the a lot of the trailers that were there seemed kind of lackluster. Like, hey, we're showing this thing off now to be nice to the Game Awards, but at the same time, we're gonna have something way, way bigger and better later. Like, because you know, normally whenever they release like a Metal Gear Solid gameplay trailer, it's like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a massive event thing.
And this one was like all of like 8 minutes.
At that, yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure either at this PlayStation experience later, like today or tomorrow, they're gonna show off Metal Gear Solid 5 multiplayer and have it run through on a good long run, or they're gonna do it at a later date, because that only makes sense. Whenever people expect a Metal Gear Solid trailer, they expect a long form trailer that's just like, okay, I'm gonna sit down here for 30 minutes and just watch this guy play Metal Gear Solid 5 or whatever.
Right, and they're gonna show off a lot of things and that kind of stuff.
But you know, I think a lot of people wanted Fallout 4 to be announced too, which it didn't. So
that is sad. I hope it would too.
I mean, I'm not worried about it. They're still working on it.
Yeah.
There's no.
You know they are. You know
they're gonna make it, and when it comes out, it's gonna be awesome. I would though appreciate if they did did kind of the Valve thing where they were just like, we're gonna release this game today.
Here,
Like,
enjoy.
Surprise.
Yep.
I would be like, oh, okay. Guess what? Full workshop support. Creation kit's already out for it. It's Fallout. It looks way better. It's running on the same engine as Skyrim.
You think they would do that though? I don't think they would ever do that because it's like they kind of need the hype for it.
Probably. I mean,
you know, and the only reason Valve can do it is because of Steam.
Well, yeah, but the reason they could get away with it is because Fallout 4 is just like Half-Life in that sense. Like, people are just like, when are they going to make another one? When is it coming out?
Yeah.
I want it now. Just give me the sequel.
God damn it, give it
Same
to
way
me.
as like Half-Life 3. People were just like, give me Half-Life 3 already.
Yeah.
I just want Half-Life 3. We've only waited 10 years. Just give us Half-Life 3.
God, I mean, that means Half-Life 2 is almost an antique.
That'd have to be 25 years old.
Okay.
But that means Half-Life 1 is almost an antique.
Damn.
If it isn't already.
It could be. We did a video about it. It was made like late 90s, so.
Yeah, 90. Okay, so it's made in 98. So no, it has a couple more years to go before it's an antique.
Damn. The time is flying by.
Time is flying by. We're getting old, man.
Have video games improved? Arguably yes. Arguably no.
I just hit the mic from my phone. Sorry.
You're so frustrated at time.
I was just casually taking out my frustration on.
Your cable.
Yep. How I just want Half-Life 3 now.
Exactly.
And Fallout 4. I want
Well,
both of them.
to keep your mind busy, let's talk about PlayStation stuff.
Oh, okay, let's talk about the PlayStation stuff. I do like PlayStation, even though I'm mostly a PC player. PlayStation has been hitting all the marks lately, and I've actually noticed too on Twitter that they're actually hitting the marks on like their movie and music business lately too. Like they've been doing, it's like PlayStation had problems, and so they were like, okay, we're gonna change PlayStation. And they're like, hey, wait a minute, this is making us a bunch of money on PlayStation. Let's do this on our movies and music too, because that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then they seem to be doing pretty good. They're getting lots of indies coming on. They're being real nice to indies. Not a whole bunch of BS to get your game on there. I mean, they're, like I said, they're hitting the marks. They're pulling back cool games that people want. Even Uncharted 4 looks pretty good, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
They're just doing really good things with their games, their first-party titles, their third-party titles, and the hardware itself is really nice. And even though there are some problems, there are plenty of problems with the interface, it is nowhere near as bad as like Xbox One or even Windows 8.
Yeah, right.
Like they're doing good.
Yeah. I haven't, like, the consoles were announced, I was like, well, if I want to pick one, I would get the Xbox One because my friends had an Xbox One. But now at this point, though, I don't even really care. I just don't care about consoles at the moment right now.
Well, I mean, I remember back whenever the Xbox 360 came out. At the time, I'd started being an Xbox fan because the first Xbox, not the Xbox One, but the first Xbox.
The Xbox original.
The original Xbox. Ooh.
Whoa.
But yeah, I started liking it because at that point I had started playing on Xbox. I played Splinter Cell, and that game looked so good. It looked so good. And then Halo came out, and they had like all these cool racing games for it, and I was just like, oh wow, they are doing great. Of course, I still was pretty much a Sony fan at that point because I was like, you know, play Metal Gear Solid. I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
no. The crappy Gex game. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. Tomb Raider? Yeah, definitely gonna play that. It's all Sony exclusive. Final Fantasy, yep. And then Xbox had like Splinter Cell. Look, hey, come on, play Halo, please. Please play Halo.
Yeah. Guys, play Halo again? Come on, play Halo.
But then they came out with the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And the PlayStation 3 looked extremely powerful, which it was, but it was such a weird architecture that people had problems developing on it. I still liked Uncharted. I liked a lot of the games they had. The controller was real weird and finicky to me, though. And that bothered me a lot while playing games, especially first-person shooters online. I did play some Call of Duty on there, and as you might know, my Battlefield Bad Company 1 was on PlayStation 3, so I played that there, which was fun.
Yeah.
Worked. It's good. But I preferred the Xbox 360 at the time. Because I played a lot of games on there. I played Halo, Call of Duty 4, first place I played Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was on Xbox.
Yep.
And it's pretty good. Then come in time here with another generation, a whole lot of bad decisions from Microsoft. PlayStation 4 is like, hey, we're gonna be super nice now.
Yeah.
And it worked. I like it. Yeah, let's talk about the games.
All right,
that's what people want to hear about. They want to hear about the games, not
games that were announced.
Or fondness, or lack of fondness over consoles.
But that kind of is like we'll have that same fondness though over the original Xbox and PlayStation 2 and that kind of stuff. So I think it's worthwhile listening to.
I think they just need to make another GameCube.
I wouldn't disagree. I don't
think anybody disagrees.
Yeah,
Everybody
there was some good GameCube games.
I want a fucking high-powered GameCube. I want like a GameCube that's like
game hexagon.
Oh my god!
Give us a game hexagon. God damn it.
The game tetrahedron.
The tetrahedrons.
Oh my god, that would be amazing if they were just coming out with like a real clean style. Come on a commercial, like the tetrahedron. That's all it says in the commercial. You get like 2 seconds of footage, and then people are just like, "What?" And it just says Nintendo below it, and you're just like, "What am I staring at?
What is this thing? It's so perfect!" Start weeping in front of it.
Yeah, just crying.
Crying.
And they just come out with it, and it's like this like awesome little thing that you stick an SD card in for your games, and it's got like super awesome hardware on it, and it's just Mario in HD. He looks like super real. They just like contracted like I don't know Naughty Dog to make a new Mario game.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be weird. That'd be so weird for a realistic Mario.
That would be very strange, actually, to see him.
Like he actually has full dialogue. His hat comes off whenever he's like jumping around and stuff, and then he's got like hair and his mustache blows.
He's cracking down on crime in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Well, Bowser as an alien comes to Earth, and he actually like tries to kidnap Princess Peach because she holds some kind of special power inside of her.
Okay, I can see it now. Like this alien fleet rides over in space. Okay, I want you guys to picture like the new movies when they have aliens attack Earth, right?
Yeah.
The kind of scene of like everyone's doing like the normal daily basis going on, and like the military is like tracking some meteor, and all they're like, oh my god, this meteor actually course corrected towards us. What's going on here, kind of thing, right? The military gets ready, and like these big alien ships come down and like land and hover around the major cities, and there's little drop pods down. They land, open the doors, and come out Goombas. Like realistic ass-looking Goombas, and everyone's like flipping their shit.
I got it even better to explain everything here.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna put this in medieval times.
Okay.
Medieval times. There's a princess, fair princess Peach. That's what they call her. And the aliens come down. Goombas everywhere. The time traveler's there to save them.
Only one man can save time.
Mario, the plumber from the future.
From the year 2012.
Nope. From the year, like, 3000 or something crap. We're going to say that.
Okay.
So he comes back in time, and he falls in love with Princess Peach, and he starts fighting off the aliens. Now, he is a plumber in the future, but because the future is so advanced, he just has these magical tools that he can help him with through technology that helps him fight the aliens. The aliens are nothing to him because he's from the future.
For some reason, I just as you were explaining that, the idea of like him being like a leap jumper in that old TV show, where he leaps between time periods, stuff like that, or different situations. That's Mario basically.
Oh,
except he's stuck in the Mario universe.
That would be a cool Peach. Mario game though if they were to make it to where like you have Mario, but he's Mario time jumper, and he
hoping each leap would be his last.
No, but for a real Mario game, they actually like have it to where they go down into tubes, and he goes back, and you play as the old Mario in the old game. That would be
cool, actually.
And then hopping through, and then going into 3D world.
The old style, and also over here, you're in Galaxy all of a sudden now.
And then you're in like Mario RPG. Oh no!
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. But yeah, they did show off some cool stuff at the PlayStation Experience, just from what we've seen so far. Like Uncharted 4. What do you think of Uncharted 4, Austin?
It actually looked really good. It actually looked
Explain your feelings.
Man, feelings are hard to explain sometimes.
Explain all the feels you have about Nathan Drake's cute butt.
Oh, baby, you have no idea. You have no idea about that butt.
Here's the real question everybody wants to know. Is his butt better than Iron Bull's butt?
No.
Okay, yeah. That's the correct response.
There's no competition there. But and also about the game, it looked really good. I've never really played, if any of the a lot of the Uncharted games. I've seen a couple people play them, and I've a little bit of it, but it looked fun. It looked cool.
Yeah.
Like the gunplay looked more fluid and realistic, but not so much to the point where it's going to be a hindrance.
No, yeah, it looks like they actually refined the gameplay, the gunplay down more to where it looks really nice. The guns seem like they have a lot of weight to them. Like whenever you fire them, just the way your character moves around while they're being fired, it's really nice.
Yeah. Now, granted, I didn't play Uncharted first, but to me, the platforming and jumping around and climbing looked a lot like Assassin's Creed. With like elements of the whole throwing around your rope and your pick to climb the walls and that kind of stuff, a bit more added to it.
Well, they've actually been making Uncharted since before Assassin's Creed made, but before they even made that, they're making Jak and Daxter. And then
That's true.
That,
oh god, I remember that game.
Before that, they were making Crash Bandicoots. They've been on it quite a bit longer than the Assassin's Creed.
Right.
So yeah, I would hope that their platforming is good. And from what I can say, if I really think about it, their platforming was better than Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, I'm about to give that to you. Well, going with the old school games they were, but they were very basic back then. Shadow of Mordor is very...
Uncharted. Uncharted was better than, to me, as far as just the platforming goes.
Okay. I wouldn't know
it was better than Shadow of Mordor, because it's really easy to move around environments, because it's kind of like Shadow of Mordor in the sense that you just push up on your analog stick and then press the button and you go to this ledge, you push down on your analog stick, you press the button, you go down a ledge.
Yeah.
It just works nice.
More fluid than Assassin's Creed.
Yes, basically.
Especially Unity, because Unity's just crap, sadly.
You harboring some hate towards Unity, Austin?
Look, I still need to actually play the game and try to enjoy it, but I don't know if I will.
How long has it been since you tried to play the game again?
Since we talked about it in last Ramble Over, whenever that was. Could have been 2 episodes ago at this point.
It's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So
Something
yeah,
like that, 2 or 3 weeks.
I installed it to save room on my computer, and I haven't tried since then.
Oh man, that game is broken.
Didn't they recently come out with a thing basically saying, "Hey guys, sorry, we screwed it up. We can't fix it."
That's what it seems like. It seems like they're just kind of like, hey, we screwed this one up. At the same time, though, Assassin's Creed Victory got leaked.
Oh, it got leaked. I don't know if it really got leaked. More,
No,
they
it
just kind
didn't
of
get
put it
leaked.
out. They just kind of put it out there.
They put it out and said, "Oh, we didn't mean to have that out."
But if it's like already, if they're already working on that one, maybe that's why Unity sucked.
They need to just fix Unity.
They do.
Actually, no.
Well, you know what though? I think they can't, because what we said originally about it is that the way it looks,
yeah,
it looks like they're using the technology that shouldn't be used right now, because no computer can handle it. No computer can do it right now.
and that's why I'm wondering if really that's the reason they can't fix it, is because they fixed everything else up to the frame rate issues.
Right.
Frame rate issues are the biggest problem. Well, why can't they fix that? Why is it taking so long? Why are they basically saying we don't know what we can do about the frame rate? It's because they're using things that they shouldn't be.
Because it was baked into the game.
Yeah, made into the game, and then can't fix it because they would have to basically
Redo the game.
Yeah,
The
rebuild
entire
most
game.
of this crap. So it's like, I don't know. But then again, I don't. The consoles definitely aren't going to be able to handle that for Assassin's Creed, for the Victory, and the PCs may not even be able to. So it's
Right.
like, what are they going to do for Victory?
Exactly. Hopefully they learned something, but it took a big hit here. That's the annoying thing.
I'm sorry about that.
So yeah, I don't know. That's my hatred toward it still. What other games they announced at the PlayStation event?
Well, they announced Final Fantasy VII Remastered for PlayStation, which
Everyone loves that game. Now, to be honest, I haven't played it, but I'm not denying how good it was.
Cloud.
But part of me though wonders, is it only good because of nostalgia? It's kind of weird sounding.
Of course it is. But I love Final Fantasy VII. I still go back and play it quite a bit. I've never beaten it because I had some BS with the PlayStation come out at the time. Whenever I was playing it on PS1, and then I didn't have a chance to play it since then until just recently, whenever I got it on the Square Enix store, and someone gifted it to me on Steam. So I was able to play it there, but I haven't really gone back to it. But they're actually going to remaster it for the PlayStation 4, so that makes me really excited.
Yeah, it'd be interesting how they redo it and everything. Like I said, my wonder on it is always just if it's only really remembrance are fine because of the nostalgia for it. Like, would the mechanics hold up nowadays?
Yes, completely. It is such a good game that whenever I go back to play it, I don't stop playing it because I want to. I stop playing it because I have other things to do, other games I should be playing. The gameplay still holds up just fine. The story holds up just fine. While the graphics don't look good, I don't really have a problem with them because the environments are interesting enough throughout the whole game that it still compels me to go further in the game.
Right, exactly.
Because a lot of it's like painted static art with 3D characters. But 3D characters look terrible. It's like PlayStation era, so it's like they have like
it's all like little blocky, like little round blocks.
They have like 100 polygons in a character, which is just like,
if that.
Ugh.
I remember a lot of the character models, like you can count the polygons. There's like 5.
Well, let me see here. If I could go back on that since 1, 2, 3.
You can actually like picture it in your head.
40, maybe.
Could be. There was not a lot.
Count on the back side of Cloud because I can remember the thing from Cloud. I know how many faces it has because the arms are square. Plus, there's a triangle, 2 triangles per each face, so it's pretty close to about 40 faces.
Yeah.
Or polygons. So that's real low.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the game. I can't wait till it comes out.
That'd be cool.
I'll be so happy.
That'd be cool to see and everything.
I just want to play it again. But guess what? Killing Floor 2 is coming out for PlayStation 4 again. Completely off topic.
Again.
Wait.
Killing Floor 2 is coming out for PlayStation 4.
Yes.
Also.
There you go. Also.
Look, I messed up. I messed up earlier. I thought you said Drift again or something. It's space, man.
We're too excited about all the games that are coming
There's
out.
all these cool news. See? Just news. Can't even speak. News.
How are we gonna do all this news?
Yeah.
All this news. But yeah, it's nice.
It'd be cool. I think
excited.
that game deserves to be on console too. I think, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, hey, more money for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, that new gore system looks pretty cool.
It does. It does.
You get to splat people all over the place. But yeah. Also, they have Shovel Knight coming out for PS4.
I never cared much for that game, to be honest with you.
I didn't really care for it too much, but like, I mean, it looked good. But they had a God of War cameo in there too.
I saw that, like
Sounds
a little God of War appeared in there.
Yeah, he's like pops down. He's like, brrr, he's got two swords and he's big and muscly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, right. Street Fighter 5's coming out, which looks pretty good. Looks like
I
another
never
Street
went
Fighter
for
game.
Street Fighter, but you know.
Well, you know me, I like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the best fighting game that I've played.
It's been around the longest, so I don't know if I call it the best, but it's, well, you know.
I don't know if it has been around the longest.
Okay, well, I should say the most popular, I should say.
Yeah.
And it's because of that, you know, it's well remembered and very fond.
Yeah.
People are fond of it and everything. Kind of like the same way people are fond of like League of Legends and Dota.
Well,
They were close.
You know, whenever I came back to Street Fighter 4, though, I was like sitting there thinking to myself, I don't know if I want to play this game. I don't know how good it's going to be because it's just another Street Fighter game. And then I got into it and I started playing online with some friends, and I got extremely into it, and it's just incredibly fun.
Yeah. It does seem to be very well balanced, that kind of stuff. Very good job with that. There are other fighting games, though, that, to be honest, that I've enjoyed more, though, just to be honest with you.
I am excited about Dead or Alive coming out for the PC here soon. That's going to be interesting to see what they do with that and the way it plays. I'm probably going to buy it. I'm probably going to pick it up, just check it out, see what's going on, because that game looks, it's just Dead or Alive for PC, but
yeah,
it might be fun.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
But anyways,
a lot of my friends like Dead or Alive. Again, I've never been one for a fighting game, though. I don't like a lot of the fighting games.
I enjoy the strategy that comes out of playing in multiplayer. Now, like I was never one of those people that went to like Street Fighter tournaments and sat there and played at Street Fighter tournaments. So I never got that experience. There's not really any much for online stuff in fighting games for a long time, so I never really played that. But once I get into the online stuff, you can kind of predict how people are going to fight. You can kind of guess what move they're going to try to do to counter you, so you can counter them. And it comes into this whole level of strategy that you can plan out and try to see what you really need to do.
Yeah, exactly. So
you just let your guy like
almost
die of oxygen.
I was giving them oxygen because they don't have no oxygen to breach in it.
Oh god, bad at game, so bad at the game.
Yeah.
Shh, for shame on you.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good. I'm sorry.
Anyways, they got more stuff coming out too.
They do.
They
showed
announced
some
more Bloodborne stuff at the PlayStation Experience.
Yeah.
And then a game called Kill Strain, which is like a top-down online shooter that's free to play. I don't know how that's going to be. Top-down sounds kind of weird, especially for like an online multiplayer shooter, but could be pretty cool.
That sounds strange. How would that even work, really?
I mean, I understand how it works. Strangely enough, I actually did work on a Game Maker game back when I was a kid. That was a top-down online shooter that people got really excited about. It's pretty fun. But I don't know how they're going to do it for the whole free-to-play model, and like how are the larger environments really going to work?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. We'll just have to wait and see what it is. But you know, if it's going to be anything in comparison to like the way PlanetSide's 2 free-to-play model was, the game should be fine. It should come out and be good to play. So I kind of have a little bit of hope for it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Look forward to it.
Who knows? Now let's get into the crazy realm. The realm of craziness.
The craziness realm. What's happening here?
Grand Theft Auto 5 got pulled off of a lot of shelves in Australia.
Again?
Again?
I thought, didn't they get like in trouble before in Australia?
Oh yeah, they've been in trouble. Like Grand Theft Auto the series has been in trouble in Australia quite a lot.
Okay, I'm remembering then.
But for Grand Theft Auto 5, nobody really said anything. And then the sex workers started a petition saying that the women in Grand Theft Auto 5 were being mistreated and like unfairly represented. Which I guess you could say so, but the game itself isn't really about that. It's not even about like. It's more so about the things that happen within crime, and if you're a criminal, you're going to meet other criminals, and the people, man or woman criminals that do that kind of stuff are going to do shady things.
Right, exactly. And they never really seemed. I don't know. I don't really get their plan about it. It's like maybe some of the female characters in that game are like mistreated, but that's also the story of the game. In fact, a lot of them are mistreated by people that you usually go after to kill and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know.
Oh no, you mistreated this evil person.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, of course I did, because they're evil.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that one news lady in the is she a news lady? I think, I don't know. One of the things when you're doing the filming stuff, there's this one lady in there who's like extremely evil. Like she is basically trying to screw over everybody, even including the guys she's working with.
Yeah.
And you kind of thwart that plot, and it's just like, well, yeah, I've done bad things to her, but
right,
she's evil.
Right. I don't know. It's one of those things. I do get the complaint, but at the same time, it's like it's a bit part of the story too, of how it's supposed to be. So.
And I mean, like I said, if it's how it's supposed to be, you don't complain about it in a movie when you see it in a movie.
Right. Exactly.
But if it's a video game, oh no.
Right. Exactly. Because someone's controlling it. Well, the person not making it happen is part of the story still.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just that's my biggest thing still.
And even if someone is doing it in the story, like someone, the option is there if you want in Grand Theft Auto to go out and have sex with a hooker and then shoot that hooker. It doesn't mean you have to.
Right, exactly.
That's more to be said about something about the person playing the game than the people that made it. Is it a possibility? Yes.
Yeah. It's
fully well a possibility, but it's a possibility in real life too.
Exactly. So I don't know. That's the whole, I don't get too much into it, but the whole argument of how games affect people and blah 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 and all that stuff.
Well,
it's can of worms, and it's a lot of it's misinformation too.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. But also, we got some extra exciting news. All
right, hit me with it.
You can now wear booty shorts in TF2 if you pre-order Tomb Raider.
Really?
What?
That's you can do that now?
Oh yeah. You can put the heavy
I'm
shorts.
I'm gonna go here, guys.
Booty shorts.
I'm gonna go ahead and go here. I gotta go things to look at and
imagine the heavy's muscly butt and that nice tight pair of booty shorts. Half of it hanging out.
Oh God, you ruined it.
It's got hair all over it.
All down his back, his legs, and underneath his kneecaps.
Someone will find that enjoyable.
Oh God.
But everybody else can apparently wear it too. There's like one for the sniper, and I think there's one for the scout.
It is kind of funny looking.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Hey, booty shorts for everybody.
Booty shorts for everybody.
I know one thing you told me about, and then I read about later on Polygon, was the YouPorn esports team.
Yes, that was a weird bit of news too. It was like,
speaking of booty shorts.
Yeah, speaking of booty shorts, YouPorn has an esports team that's going to be competing in Dota soon.
Oh man, that'd be great if they just made all those dudes dress up.
I'm gonna laugh.
And walk out.
They have like a YP like logo.
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
I saw it.
It was like, what?
I
hope they win. You know what? I have a team that I can root for now. I want to see them win. I want to see them win, and I want to see how awkward it has to be with the announcers and everyone like talking to them. So we gotta save your team today. It's like we thank our sponsors, YouPorn, for providing us with great entertainment to keep us on track.
Hold on. Yeah, the YouPorn's taking over the tower. The YouPorn's got the tower. Oh, YouPorn just destroyed their tower. Oh, big victory!
Victory to YouPorn.
They just won the $1 million Dota tournament.
That'd be awesome.
Oh Jesus.
Oh God.
YouPorn takes it. YouPorn takes it away from blah blah blah.
Yes, exactly. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Oh God.
We can hope, right? We can hope and dream. We can hope and dream this will happen.
Yeah. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Exactly. Well, on that lovely bit of news, we can watch my ship crash and burn here if we reach the end of the video.
Yeah.
Any other news you want to add real quick? Think of
real quick. Talk about the musical cutscene in Get Out of Hell.
Oh yes, that. Good old Saints Row, man. Good old Saints Row will do anything, and it's glorious when they do.
Yep, and now
it's a musical.
Now you get to play Gat, and he participates in a musical with the devil and his other people.
I watched the video, and it was the greatest thing ever. Look it up online if you haven't seen it. It's great. You'll love it.
It's pretty good all the way through. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
Yep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, let us know in the future if you had any videos you want us to play. Anything to talk about for you guys. Let us know. Make it better. I know I've got, if I can ever get the Shadow Mortar video to function for me, I'll have that uploading soon for you guys to watch.
We should have a Modern Warfare and Call of Duty 2 comparison video coming up soon.
Oh, that's right, yes.
So good. And then I should be shooting an Oblivion video any day now for old games where I play Oblivion, and there may be secrets inside of it.
Ooh, awesome. Well, we look forward to that, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Thanks for watching.